Hey, it's Mykal Harp with Quantum Life. Welcome. It is Tuesday, April 25th. How are you all tonight? Oh, we are going to spend a little time together for just a little while and check in with one another, see how we are doing. I'll pull some tarot cards. Oh, you know what? I was feeling it before I got on, and feeling a couple things. One, I pulled out some non-alcoholic drinks that I have that I absolutely love. This is it's called Curious Elixirs. This is number one. So I've poured myself a little. I have a wine glass which I put some ice in, and I'm gonna have a little something because it is Tarot Tuesday's happy hour or happy half hour. And then the other thing that's happening is my oh my goodness. Whenever my spiritual teams start working energetically on myself or adjusting the energy around me, I yawn a lot. And as soon as I tapped in to come in live, I am yawning. So there's either something going on with whomever is attending, and now I'm adding ginger ale to my drink because this is a sweetened drink, my non-alcoholic elixir, and it just gives it a little something more, almost a cocktail. So we're gonna have cocktails and tarot tonight, and I'm still yawning. This is energy shifting, energy moving. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. So, like I said, it's Tuesday. And let's find out what's going on. Let's talk about what's the upcoming events at Quantum Life. That's what's going on. We've got some fun things this weekend. We have a sound bath meditation that's going to be held. Preeti, she is going to be holding a sound bath meditation on Saturday at our Quantum Life Mastery Wellness Center, and that is from 2 to 3:30, and that is let's see how much that is. I think it's 30 or 35, $30, and is with reservations. You can get the tickets online. Just go to our website, and I think they're also on the Facebook events. And then Sunday, April 30th, I'm going to be at the store. I'm going to do some 5-minute energy tune ups. So anyone is welcome to come into the store, and there's no charge. I'll just work on whomever wants to show up for 5 or 10 minutes. We're just going to give you an energy tune up. If I'm yawning, you'll know why now, because oh, it's about energy shifting. So I'll be there from 2 to 3 o'clock. And I just love that. I love going to the store and meeting everyone that wants to come in. You know, I'm not at the store very often. I'm usually at the wellness center where I have my practice, and I'm usually doing one-on-one stuff. And sometimes I feel like I'm in my office all day long. And which is why, like tonight I get off and it's so beautiful and it's warm. And I'm, picking up my glass to set into this relaxation mode. And yeah, I mean, that 5-minute tune up is amazing. All right, so Tuesday, May 2nd, we'll be back here doing the tarot on Tuesday. And then on May 6th, now this is cool. I set up this class, it's called Tarot Basics. And I'm doing this because I've heard from so many of you in the store that want to understand tarot, about how to read the cards, how to use the cards, to understand the cards. And so this is just a real basic course. It's just 2 hours on May 6th. That's a Saturday. Again, it's at the Wellness Center. And we will go over the basics so that you too can do this. It's really not that difficult. It's so much of it is about just learning how to tap in and accept whatever comes to you, and really just go with the flow of that and not get too much in your left brain that wants to question everything, and that left brain, it loves to discount everything also. So we want to encourage you to embrace your intuition, your inspiration. And when you read tarot cards, that is what it's all about. Now, there is some symbology within the for houses of the tarot, but we're going to go over that. We'll give you a little cheat sheet so that you can look at it and understand it quickly. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll just be a 2-hour class, and I'm going to encourage everyone to bring in their own set of tarot cards just so that you can get used to them. And maybe we'll all have a little practice run too after we've talked about it, just to help you feel a little bit more confident about doing it yourself. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, so that it was May 6th, right? So that covers the next couple weeks. So tonight, let's pull some cards. Does everyone else have their drink? Okay, come on. I don't want to be doing this alone. Anyone out there that wants a drink? Yummy. Completely alcohol-free, this one. This makes me feel so indulgent. You could put this in a cheap plastic glass. It's not the same. I'm sorry. There is something about a beautiful wine glass, that makes it feel so much more elegant. It makes me feel more special. And dang it, I want to be special. Do you guys ever feel special? What do you do to make yourself feel special, huh? I drink out of wine glasses, no matter what it is. All right, we're going to pull some cards for the week. Let's look at what the energies are saying for this week. How's your week going? I've definitely felt a theme already, and we've only gotten to Tuesday. Definitely felt a theme through the people that I've been interacting with. Let's see what the cards say first. Pick out some cards here. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this is great, because this actually follows with kind of what I've been receiving from the people that I've been interacting with. So the first card we have here is the Two of Swords. Now check this guy out. How he looks like he is just all swallowed up within his own wings. And to me, this really represents how we can become inter-reflective, that we really look inwards to ourselves. And I'll be honest, right now, this introspection, I don't think is necessarily something that we want to do, but it's something we have to do. And we have to realize that, like, emotional triggers, there's always a reason we're being emotionally triggered. It's a clue to tell us about the potential of healing within ourselves. And that's, to me, what this is about. That you could say that he's already been triggered. Look at these two swords up here. The swords have triggered him. He's gone inward. Look at the light. It looks like even the light is glowing from within him. Like he is turning inward. He's looking. He's turned on the light by intention and trying to understand what's going on. But the feeling that I'm getting is very mournful. Like it's not something that he necessarily wants to do. It's more that he needs to and has to do it. But there's a mournful factor. It's almost like recovering from grief. It feels like there's grief here. And the second card that I got here is the Knight of Swords. And check this out. This to me really speaks of it's like once you go inward and you start looking, it's like you set off a dust storm. You set off this tornado. It does not look like a tornado about what is in there. And the more stuff that you have in there that needs to be resolved, the bigger the tornado. As you're doing the work, as you're clearing out those old traumas, as you're healing those inner children, as you pull in those soul aspects that are ready to be integrated, that tornado come down to a nice little windstorm. But when you first start going inward and doing this inner work and doing the reflection of what is going on and looking for the cause, it can feel like this big tornado. And you can see the sword or the knife in there too. Like there is an edge to doing this work. Now, the beautiful thing is it's absolutely what we have to be doing now to hold the new energy that's coming in. And it's such a gift because instead of being a victim of the inner children's rebellion because of their woundedness, the trauma that is being held, you can free yourself of it. Like once it's healed, once it's integrated, once those inner children are loved and accepted, once you have pulled in all of your soul shards that have been dispersed because of trauma, when they all come back together, your strength grows. Your awareness of your own absolute divinity and sovereignty grows. When you do this work, this is when you start feeling confident no matter what the external circumstances are happening in your life. So it might feel like this initially, but as you do the work, card number 3, which is the 5 of Swords, is you conquer, you win, you like this here. The dragon, which we love our dragons. Our dragons are here to assist us in this healing process. This dragon has won the day, but it in not a mean way. Like, look at this knight. It's not like he's going to annihilate the knight. It's about having conquered the demons and to accept that once it's conquered, you don't have to destroy it, because you can love it for what it is. In many ways, our demons, the things that we're struggling against, are there to serve us. They're there to help us see what it is that needs to be integrated. And so this here is the knight, having been defeated by the dragon. The dragon has won the day, but he's now showing mercy to the knight because he is at peace with himself. Now, who doesn't want to be at peace with themselves? And that is the potential of where we're at. This is what I'm seeing this week, is there's lots of inner stuff coming up, whether it's the inner child, whether it's soul shards, whether it's, soul retrieval type work, ego work, whatever you want to call it. It's what helps you find inner peace. It is what the stuck energy is. And we are here to remove stuck energy, be in the flow, be abundant, be amazing, be shining our glorious selves. All right. And I see some glorious people that is here. Let's say hi. We've got Christina. Hi, Christina. It is a happy Tuesday. I mean, who could be happy? Take a drink. We can make a drinking game. Everybody who says Tuesday. How many people can say Tuesday? Yeah, my drinking games are not complicated. We have Bethany and we have Brittany. Yay. I think there must be a couple of other people out there according to my numbers here. So please say hi. If you want a card, let me know. We will start with Christina. Did I just undo you? There you go, Christina. All right, Christina. How you been for the last week? She's saying, oh my God, yes. And I have no idea what the oh my God, yes is to. What did I say, Christina? What did I say? All right. She's agreeing. You got to love it when people, maybe it's the drinking game. I'm not sure. You got to say Tuesday for the drinking game. Christina, I don't have a drink, but I have, you know what? I think ice cream beats a drink. It's now an alcoholic drink. So ice cream beats it hands down. I love ice cream. Anything creamy and smooth. I wonder, okay, now you have to tell us, what kind of ice cream do you have, Christina? What kind of ice cream? People tell me I'm boring because I love vanilla ice cream. To me, the simplicity of it is just yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, let's pull some cards for Christina. What's going on with Christina? All right. So, we just had this card that came up again for you, Christina. And what I'm feeling is that this theme of the week, which is, really getting the inner traumas that are floating up to be seen and recognized and healed. Like, I feel like some of this is coming up for you, or that, no, let me rephrase this because it's not quite the same message as what I was saying for the week. It's like there's a lot coming up for you, but within that, there's a lot of wisdom. So I'm not getting so much, because I'm not getting so much that you need to heal the trauma. It's just that whatever is coming up for you, I want to feel into this coming up. It's like it's almost like there's been some aha moments for you. And those are your wisdom moments. It feels like maybe you're getting downloads and there's wisdom in that for you. There is this feeling that recognition of your true self, like you're recognizing, like, or starting to believe who and what you are. You're starting to acknowledge that you are more. And there's so much wisdom in that. That's what I keep getting for you. There's so much wisdom in that. She's saying I'm pretty good at reframing now. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with reframing, it just means that we can look at something that's happening in our life and take a bigger perspective of maybe there's something good in it for you also. You know, we tend to look at the angst of something, but when you pull back and you can observe the whole situation, and maybe there's something in it for you. Maybe there's some benefit in there for you, a gift. And this is true for anything in your life. Like, there is always there's definitely the angst that's going on, and there's the gift. And reframing allows you to just get that higher perspective to see the bigger picture of it, so that you are not stuck in the trauma. You're not stuck in the pain of it, but instead you can go into gratitude. You can go into an understanding, a deeper knowing of why maybe you got it, the situation, and what you learn with dealing with that situation. And that is so, so, so powerful. And I love it. Christina's sharing chocolate chip cookie dough and mint mix. Oh, that's pretty good. Well, all I've got this, so I have to have drink that. Anyway, I love your message here, Christina. You actually had a third card. Look at this dragon, and literally dipping his toe into the water. And that's you. You're dipping your toe in. And when you do that, look at this, you see your own reflection. You see who you truly are. And let me assure each and every one of you that are here tonight, you are so much more than this human perception that you have of yourself. You are so much more than this human experienced body. You are so much more than the experiences of this lifetime. So much more, so much bigger, so much brighter, so much more. I mean, you are love. You are unconditional acceptance. And that's a message from everyone's higher self. Awesome. Christina's saying thank you. She needed the message and working on true self versus role self. Yeah, exactly. And I call these selves aspects. We have our aspects that we have our wounded aspects. We have our aspect that loves to go to work. We have the aspect that loves to learn. We have the aspect that likes to play hooky. We have the aspect that likes to drink. And they all serve us in some way. And when you can get all of your aspects working together, this is the power. This is when you are able to move easily and effortlessly through a life in an empowered and abundant way. So awesome. All right. Who's next? Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Brittany said something else down here too, I thought. No, that was somebody else. Brittany, are you looking for a card? You said hello, so I'm just going to put anyone that wants a card or a tarot reading, or brief little tarot reading here, just make a comment so that I have a name and something to focus on, and we'll pull a card for you, okay? As long as I'm here and can do this, we'll get everybody as much as possible. All right, I'm pulling some cards for Brittany. What's coming up for Brittany, guys? Brittany. What do we got for Brittany? swear I am shuffling this deck. All right. So, Brittany, the first card I got for you is Temperance. To me, the word I'm hearing is balance. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like things are out of balance. And there is, I work with alchemy and healing and energy. And what came to me was there's alchemy that's needed for you to balance. And so I don't know if you're familiar with alchemy. Like, if you know a way to do that with alchemy, that is awesome. Alchemy is just about using the natural energies to. Alchemy is essentially a word that they used in the olden times. It's very similar to science. Like, you have to bring together different components. A lot of people have used alchemy in the concept that you can turn base metals into gold. But alchemy is way more than that. Like, what you can do with alchemy is kind of unlimited, just like science is unlimited. And just like science, where you're experimenting and you're trying things, alchemy is like that. Like, you are utilizing universal laws and things, products, not chemicals, but intentions. Like, universal law is all about the energies of or the laws of how energy works. And you've probably heard of like the law of attraction, like is attracted to like. And so alchemy is utilizing universal laws, which is the same kind of, it's the same concept as science. It's just that science doesn't understand universal laws yet. So I feel like there's balance that is needed with something that's going on with you. I have the Page of Pentacles here for you. So I don't know if you're fairly new to this, but I'm just getting this again, like this is like a baby dragon just gently touching this orb, or this pentacle, as they call them in tarot, gently touching it. And the energy that I'm getting is like this exploration of the basic, because it's a baby dragon, the basic understandings of metaphysics. And again, metaphysics ties into alchemy. So I don't know if you're new to this realm, but I feel like you're dipping your toe into it, or maybe you're just dipping your toe into some new aspect of metaphysics that you haven't explored before. But there's something new that you're dipping your toe into. And then this one has come up yet again, this whirlwind that will be released as you're exploring that. And this whirlwind is not necessarily a bad thing. This whirlwind is the gift. You know how we were talking about raising that higher perspective so that you can see the gift. And the whirlwind is the gift. Like, you have to have the whirlwind to have the clear skies. You got to have the rain to have the flowers. And that's kind of like this whirlwind. It's also kind of like a double-edged sword, because you can have the benefit for yourself, or if you're not using it correctly, it can cut against you if you're not being careful with the knife or with the sword in the whirlwind, because that's high winds, right? So I hope that resonates on some level. I don't have the specifics of what this is going on, but that's definitely the message that I'm getting is balance is really important for you, especially as you're moving into this whirlwind, and to stay in that higher perspective as you're doing it. And you will be safe as long as you do that. All right. Just reading. Okay, so you are new to this, and definitely out of balance, right? So I feel like you really need a balance. If you can, come Sunday, we can balance your energy fairly quickly. At least preliminarily, what I can do in 5 minutes. But I can probably give you at least an idea of what chakra is out of balance to help you know where to go into your next step of discovery with that. So yeah, no, you're doing amazing. You're doing the work, and that's the important thing. You're doing the work. It's just about staying in balance and not getting too whacked out by everything that's happening to yourself. All right. That's what this community is for, so that we can support one another through this process. So you're doing amazing. Good job. Good job. All right. Who's next up here? We have Bethany. Bethany. It's my friend Bethany. Bethany and I spent all day Sunday at the Renaissance Fair that I can just never remember the name to. Never, never, never. I'll look at my calendar and it will tell me though, because just Festival of Legends. We had so much fun. It was such a beautiful day on Sunday, and just to be outside and at the Festival of Legends, it's just this awesome time where everyone's dressing up how they want to represent themselves. We had dragons, we had fairies, we had bunnies, we had, oh, you name it, we saw it. Knights, lots of sword fighting, lots of elf ears. Yeah, it was just an amazing, amazing weekend. And Bethany is such a great partner to have out there. So thank you, Bethany, for that, because I do appreciate how you stick with me through thick and thin, through all the crazy times and adventures that we have. It's not easy hauling a tent, tables, putting it all, the product up, and then you have to dismantle it, a day later. It's just a ridiculous amount of work. All right, I should be focusing on who I'm pulling a card for. Who did I say? Oh, Bethany, this is for you. I'm sorry. I'm taking a sip, guys. I'm taking a sip. All right. Let's see what they say for Bethany. Bethany. Oh, God, Bethany, you broke the streak. There's no whirlwind in here. Ooh. The hero. You have to correct me on how to say this. The Hierophant, something like that is how you pronounce it. I don't know if you can see it very well. All right, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Bethany, you are the king of the jungle. Do you see that? And that is not just any ordinary dragon. When I see that dragon, I see a phoenix dragon of renewal, like burning that old way and coming back in a new form. Look at the colors. Bethany, I love this because it is your colors. It's every color, which is Bethany's colors, every color. And it's like that cheetah that's in the foreground there, and the monkey and the snake. They're all whipped into shape. You've taken care of it. You have addressed them. They are no longer bothering you because you're at the top of your pyramid. You are in control. You've got your wings spread. You're doing amazing. Love this energy. The next one is Judgment. All right, so if this feels like the challenge for you, there's still some judgment, and it's like it's poking up its little heads, and these are somewhat babyish dragons. They're poking up their, which means as a baby in this instance, it's that they're not as strong as a full-blown dragon would be and the power that it would hold. These are smaller, but they're being persistent in poking you with, I don't know, insecurities, the judgment of self. And it does feel like you are, like, I don't feel you're out of control. I just feel like they're popping up. Because look at this. It doesn't feel like this, because this to me would represent you. It doesn't feel like you are out of control with this. It's just that they're still happening. And you are seeing that and you're having to deal with that. And I feel like that once you deal with those, finally deal with them, finish them, integrate them, and resolve them, then there's this beautiful, so the nest and the eggs are all about hatching something new. It's about the beginnings of potentials. And this is, I feel like that once you take care of those self judgments that are still kind of still being persistent, you are here. You are hatching the potentials. And I mean, look at this. This is so peaceful. This is so um, full of potential. All of those eggs can represent different things that are meaningful to you. And look at the beautiful, watchful care that you're giving those eggs, so protective of them, but at peace with the past. And that's where you're headed. Like you are absolutely getting there. It's just about dealing with some of these judgments that are still being persistent. But I mean, like I said earlier in this today about the theme this week, that is the theme. We're all having to deal with that right now. All of us. I did a lot of inner work myself this morning because, yes, I still do inner work every day. Anytime that you're not in complete peace, anytime that you feel doubt, anytime that you're having an emotion that isn't peaceful, it is a symptom of past trauma or an aspect that's wanting to be integrated. You got to acknowledge that, though, first. And I'm not saying Bethany doesn't acknowledge it because she does. But for all of us that are learning, we have to acknowledge those inner moments when we are feeling tired or weak or judgmental of ourselves. And we all do it. We all do it. Yeah. So, Bethany, you're amazing. You're amazing. All right. Who else do we have here? We did Christina, we did Bethany, Brittany, Kristen. Hello, Kristen. How are you? All right, we'll get you a card, some cards. Oh, that's okay, Kristen. I don't know. I got this message a little after she said hi, but I'm just getting to you. So hopefully your connection reestablished itself, or you can just listen to this. I just got out of therapy too. That's awesome. I get a lot of clients who do traditional therapy recommended to me. Because a lot of times, and I don't know what kind of therapy you have been doing, a lot of times traditional therapy just can seem to take forever because they like to just rehash the story. But it's not necessary to rehash the story over and over. It's about just integrating it and releasing really that self-judgment that we tend to keep from the trauma. All right, let's pull some. Oh, there's one that just flew out for you. Just pull some more. All right. We have the 7 of Cups for you to start off with. I feel like you've got a lot going on. 7 of Cups. Look at we've got 7 cups. Each cup has something different in it. The dragon is sleeping, and it's like he's dreaming of all these different potentials. And for you, Kristen, there are a lot of potentials. Like, I'm not sure if you're dreaming of them so much as just, it's almost like they want you to realize that you have potentials. Sometimes, we get stuck or down on ourselves, and we don't always see how many potentials there are to the next stage of our life. And that's what I'm feeling for you. Like there's a lot of potentials here, and I don't know if you're seeing them. So instead of this dragon representing sleeping, it's just the dragon has closed eyes, so it can't see all of the potentials that are just waiting for him if he opens his eyes and move forward. That's what I'm feeling for you. Moving forward though, boy, girl, how are you doing? You said you just got out of all set now and ready, she's saying. I totally agree. Okay. So I don't know what you're dealing with, but I do feel like it is a heavy burden. This is something that it has just been really dragging you down, I'm guessing. I mean, that's the energy it feels like. It's really heavy, feels like a very big burden. Um, and something about, I mean, consciously, we all want to let go of our burdens. I want to see what she's saying. Really going through a hard time for sure, and definitely a dreamer with my feet not always on the ground. And that's okay. That's okay. Being a dreamer is amazing. Sometimes we do have to get that Capricorn energy and ground it and walk the talk, so to speak. But I feel like what your real challenge is this hard time that you're dealing with, because this feels very heavy. I feel like you have taken the burden of this on. And what I'm hearing is you don't have to take this burden on. You can release yourself of thinking that maybe this is your fault or that you were responsible in any way. To release yourself of that judgment, of that energy, is going to be paramount for you to move on. I love your third card. So the third card is the Tower. And look at this. So look at the difference between this. The energy of being burdened, and this poor dragon literally has chains around him going down in flames, and because he's feeling so defeated, versus the dragon that has taken charge, has wrapped himself around the challenge and has utter control of it. Do you feel the difference between these cards? And that is what they're wanting to know. You have all this potential, all these things that you can have out of life. You're feeling this way, but when you do this, that's when you can bring forward the things that are waiting for you. And the shift between these two, I recognize that it can be tough, but it's also just a matter of a decision, of just a very strong inner decisive, I'm done with it. But I know, I mean, as I say that, I know that I have had my own fair share of times of trying to get through something. And as strong as, I try to be, that decisive thing still doesn't seem to click into place as fast as I would like it. But I want you to really, really know that it is possible. And, I work a lot with dragons and dragon healing, and give it to the dragons. Like anything that you're suffering with, anything that you feel judgment around, give it to them and just be done with it. Recognize that its time was then, but you're ready for now. You're ready to move forward. And in that movement forward, you got to leave your garbage behind. You got to find resolution with it. You have to embrace the idea as a sovereign being that you are worthy to do that, worthy enough to do that. All right. Yeah, you are so loved. You are so loved and supported with your team. Oh, okay, Kristen. Awesome. Did I miss anyone? Oh, I did, Barry. Hey, Barry. How are you? I made it. She made it. Yay. It's good to see you. Good to feel you. I can't really see you. I see your comment, though, so I appreciate that. She'd love a card, so love it. All right, so I want to finish up Kristen first. I always get spooked seeing the Tower card, but I love the transformation between the cards. Appreciating the sign that it is possible. Trying to let that sink in. Yeah, no, it's about the transformation. You do not have to be worried about that Tower card. Step into it. Own it. Own it. Like, it's my time, people. It's my time. It's my time to let my light shine. It's my time to F the past, right? We are done with that garbage. We are done. Done, done, done. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get back to Barry. Barry, all right, let's get you something here. What do we got for Barry? All right, cards. What you got for Barry? Let's see. Who wants to be seen for Barry? Okay, Barry, Barry, the Empress. It's the Emperor card. Don't want to lead you astray, but boy, strength. Now, I don't remember from one Tuesday to the next what cards you all get, but I remember seeing this card last week or maybe the week before, and I'm just curious, was that for you, Barry? Is this coming up again? Um, Look at the strength in this emperor, the strength of, I mean, this is the emperor knows who they are. They have the strength, they have acknowledged it. They are like, I am it, right? And I want you to know that when you acknowledge that, when you say, I am it, it doesn't make anyone else less than it. They're it's too. They are just as strong, just as powerful, just as bright and light as you. Just because you claim your light doesn't mean that you're taking other people's light away. They need to reclaim their light too. We could all be shining bright. Can you imagine what this planet would look like if we were all shining bright? If we were all claiming our emperor and empress energy? Oh. Oh, Barry, you crack me up. What you got for Barry? The first one was the emperor. Yeah, and maybe this is just a wake-up call, Barry. A wake-up call that there you are. Look at you. Look at you looking at yourself. Like you can see the reflection of yourself. What I love about this card is the peaceful energy of it. The power that's exuded in that. The strength that is in there. And that is I just feel like that is you. And maybe you just need a reminder of that. So this is your wake up call, Barry, your reminder that is you. All right. So this to me feels like the journey. This is your journey. What I love is that you have friends on your journey. It's not like you're going on the journey alone. You have others with you. Check out the bird flying with you. Check out the stag and the fox, the other dragons. You're going on this journey together. Mission is the word that's coming to mind. There's a mission here. There's a mission for you. This is intriguing. I want to feel into this a little more. Mission. Yeah, you're definitely, which just means that you're on your path of purpose. You'll have to let me know if you feel like you're on your path to purpose. I feel like you're on your path to purpose. You're definitely there on the path to the purpose. You might be in the purpose now, but I feel like you're on the path to your purpose, but you're headed towards this, which is the 6 of Cups. And this to me feels like this is you having claimed the emperor power, using it. This is you using the power. This down here is your human self. Again, you're interacting with somebody else. So whatever you're doing, this is not a mission that you're on your own. You're down here. Sorry, my light up there keeps reflecting on this. You're not alone on the mission. You've got other people with you. You're working together on the same mission. And this bigger dragon up behind, that's like your higher self. This is you connected to your higher self. This is you utilizing the power of all that you are, bringing it forward into the human existence, which is really this is cool, because this is really what we're supposed to be doing in the 5th and 7th dimension that we're moving into, is that we are connecting into this higher source energy that is us and bringing it down into our human reality. That's powerful. Powerful, powerful. All right, she's saying, I have the best friends. This is similar to the last card you did pull. Okay. So many paths. Yeah, but it's like, I'm not feeling like there's a ton of paths here, Barry, honestly. For Kristen, I felt like she had lots of different potentials and directions that she could go. For you, I don't see a lot of paths. I see the journey to recognition of self that you're doing with everybody, that you're undertaking. But that journey is this ultimate connection and expression into the human perspective. So, not to say that you don't have a lot of paths that could be there potentially, but I'm not seeing that in these cards. I'm just seeing strength, moving forward, and embracing that which you are. Yeah, it's really cool. Makes sense, adoptee. Trying to write a story about it. Interesting. That will be interesting to see how that unfolds for you, and enjoy the unfoldment. All right. So many times we get this vision that we want to be at the end of our story, that we want to get to that place that to us feels like it's going to be the resolution. But the beauty of life is the journey to get to that. And when you do get to what you think is going to be the resolution, to the ultimate solution for everything, it's rarely the ultimate solution, because by the time you get to that thing that you've had been focused on for so long, a new focus comes into being, and you get to the where you thought you wanted to be, and you're like, oh yeah, now I want the new thing. So enjoy the journey of it. Just enjoy it. It just feels about like loving life, and it feels like you're doing it. Like, I feel like you're I would say loving life, but you're learning to love life. You're learning to love the journey, and that's what you're here for. The ultimate destination is secondary to just loving the journey. Yeah. You're welcome, Very. Absolutely. Thank you. Bunny Hop. Yes, Bunny Hop asked for a card up above, but I'm just going to stick with her hand claws because that's the last one I saw. All right, Berry Hop. I love it. Bunny Hop. Am I saying Berry Hop? I think. Oh, wait a minute. Drink. Time for a drink. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get some cards for Bunny Hop. How's your day going? Oh, my goodness. Cards are going today. Bunny Hop cards. We need Bunny Hop cards. Ooh, that one kind of wants to come out too. Interesting. Something's brewing, Bunny Hop. Something's brewing. So your first card is the Queen of Cups. Look at that cup. It looks like something's brewing. It looks like something that you've had on the stove or in the oven is about finished baking. It's completed. It is revealing itself into your life. Whatever it is that you've been setting your intention for, working towards a goal, it is right before you now, right in front of you. So maybe it's happened recently that you just came into your life. Maybe it happens in next week or 2 weeks, but it's very relevant. It's very much in the now. This thing that you've been working on, giving your intention towards, it's here. It's here, within this time frame. And it's yours. It's interesting picture here is the Knight of Cups. Look at the dragon. It's like taking it away. Now it's taking away, you have claimed what it is that has come into existence. See here, it's still before him. He really couldn't grasp it because it doesn't feel like it's quite solid yet. It's like becoming solid. It's very far advanced in its manifestation, but it's not so solid that he could really grab it and take it. The second card is you got it, you're taking it, you're flying with it, you have it, like it's in your hand. And then all right, so an extra card fell out while I was pulling your cards. And this card came out with the Knight of Cups, where you have that thing. And this is the eye of the universe to me. You know, it's a dragon eye. You can see the dragon eyebrow. But it's like, keep an eye on it. It's more than just keep an eye on it. It is, don't lose sight of the cosmos. Don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Don't lose sight of the part that's bigger than the physical, because this feels very physical. This feels like whatever it is physical and within your grasp, literally, right? This message is, don't forget like who you truly are. Don't forget that you're more than just the physical. And that's a really powerful message, because as humans, we get very caught up in the physical stuff that we have. And this is, you know, you can have the physical stuff. Cards literally say, here, you've got that. Just don't lose sight of the bigger picture of what you are. Don't lose sight of the cosmic energy that creates you. And that could be your spiritual practice. It could be something of how you connect to who and what you truly are. So you can have the physical thing, but don't forget about the not physical part of you. And then your third card, or really your fourth card, is the Nine of Pentacles. And I love this energy of this card because it's just a very peaceful, idyllic, setting. You know, it's like peace. To me, this card is peace. It's like you have both of these. You've got the physical and the non-physical, and with it, you get peace. All right. But you got to have both of these to find your peace. If you only stick with the physical thing, you're not going to have the peace. And even if you go all cosmos and, you know, that higher energy, I don't feel like you're going to have the groundedness to establish your peace. Does that make sense? Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Benny. I like that. That's really intriguing. So I don't know what is in your grasp, but congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome. All right. Neva, did you want to ask a question, or are you wanting me to pull some cards, or did you want a question and then have me pull the card? You'll have to clarify that. You can always ask questions. Absolutely. I'm open to questions. So you just be clear if you are asking a question and or if you want a card. So she's saying thank you. So I assume you want a card. Okay. Ask a question then. Let's hear what the question is. Let's see what the question is, because you got to write it. Then we can read it and we will see what comes up. All right, so we've got Neva. What cards want to come from Neva? I want to know this guy Steve's true feelings for me. And then she gave me her name. Thank you, because that does help me. But when you give me your name, to help me tune into you a little bit easier. All right, so messages for this. I want to know this guy Steve's true feelings for me. What do you guys want to tell her about Steve? What do you want her to know about Steve? Well, you got the Two of Pentacles. Um, I feel like it's good energy. I feel like there's feelings here that are real, a connection. If you look at this, the interconnection of the infinity symbol, I mean, infinity is a pretty strong word to apply when you're talking about a couple, right? And I do feel like that there is a strong connection between the two of you that's real. What I'm also noticing though about the card is if you look at, there's a ship in the background. And to me, that is representative that there might be challenges. Like, I don't know if he has to go somewhere or you have to go somewhere, but it's almost like this potential of a separation. Now, whether that's a separation that has to be angst filled or, worrisome, I'm not sure. Like, I just feel like that there is some kind of separation, a physical separation that's going to happen. It doesn't mean an emotional separation. It means a physical separation. Um, he just texted me. He could feel us tingling into his energy, apparently. So this boat, could represent that something separates you like physically, but it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean that you're separating emotionally. And even the tails are crossed here. Like, I do feel this connection, like a strong connection, a wanting to be together. It just feels like there's something, and maybe it's work, maybe, military, they always take people away, right? But it's temporary. And that's kind of what I'm feeling for him is, okay, does he live further away? Like, is he not in the same town as you? Because this just has a feeling of a greater distance than, if you were seeing each other on a regular basis, know that you don't live in the same town. Yeah. So, okay. So that makes sense then. Cause I feel this physical separation. But I mean, it's good energy. Like, what was the second card? The second card was the Sire of Pentacles. I mean, here we got this Sire of Pentacles and with a little baby dragon. I mean, to me, that just speaks of a relationship that produces, that has a potential to produce, that you are growing together. Like, I mean, this energy is really strong. Look at that strength next to that tree. Very grounded, very real. And even the third card is like, it's like the dragon holding the butterfly on top of the mountain. It's good. It's just all around. All these cards feel very good, very grounded, very real, very caring. Like, there is a real feelings here. So, I mean, yeah, I'm really feeling that there are some really positive feelings that he has for you. Yeah, it feels really, really good, at least from what I've seen here. So, yeah, congratulations. I'm I'm always a little, when people ask about relationships, it's like, oh, you never know what the cards might say. But no, this one feels really good. So that's awesome. I love seeing that. So thanks for sharing. Yeah, I think we got everybody. We've gone over quite a bit, 7 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for who was here today. And this was just so much fun. And I so appreciate all of you showing up today, that we could spend this time together. And, I did notice in the comments how everyone was being so supportive to everyone else. Thank you. That is what this community is for. We should be able to come together in peace, in harmony, in support of one another. This is not a place to find divisive propaganda. We are here to spread our light, to bring peace, and to do it in a very authentic way. So thank you so much for all of your beautiful energy. Love and light. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Oops, I hit the wrong one. I saw love and light. We're together. There we go. The clicks. Thanks. Love and light. I love that. Oh, you warm my heart. All right, guys, I'll see you next week, and be safe out there. Namaste.